Hey Tracy, Mark Devlin with Higher Grounds. Thanks a lot for your latest order. You've given us an order this time of Island Sunshine and Fog Lifter, and that combines several different beans: Costa Rican Terrazoo, Kenyan AA, and Sumatran Gaya Mountain. So let me tell you a little bit about some of the beans that you ordered. Actually, Ethiopian Yirgacheffe. The Ethiopian Yirgacheffe is actually where the original Arabica bean came from, which means it's very high quality, high grade, and this is a wet processed coffee. In other words, a lot of the coffees coming out of Africa are dry processed because they just don't have a whole lot of water. But this particular Ethiopian, the Yirgacheffe origin, is actually washed coffee, so it tastes very clean and it has some really nice body and some flavor tones to it. But then you also have some Kenyan in there, which is in your blends. This Kenyan AA, and the reason they call it AA, it's actually a filtering or a screening device that they use, because only the largest beans from the crop are caught in the large screen holes. And those large beans are the ones that we use in our blends right now. And the larger the bean, the more ripe it is. The more ripe it is, the better that coffee is going to taste for you. So welcome to our roasting lab here. As you can see, we have three 2-pound roasters right there. Those are called micro roasters. It's not generally like your big roasters that have 25, 50-pound drum roasters. What we found that we can do with these is get that roast that you like, and I know that you have some very, you like it bold, but you don't like that burnt flavor, you don't like that bitter flavor, and we get the roast right for you every single time. That's why we do it in the micro roast. So anyway, without any further to do, let's go ahead and roast you up some coffee. So this is our roaster. This top part here is called the chaff collector. When coffee is roasted, it actually sheds the skin, very similar to a peanut. And instead of that skin getting in the coffee that you drink, it's caught up in this 3-piece filter here, and so that when the air blows up from the bottom of the carafe, it actually catches that chaff up in here, so you don't drink it in the morning. That's not a good thing. It actually kind of sucks, really. And this is a roasting chamber. As you can see, it has it's perforated in the bottom. That's allowed the air from the machine to blow up underneath. And as you'll see when we start the roast, it actually circulates the bean so that the beans roast uniformly. So let's go ahead and start your Kenyan here. This is this cup right here actually measures out perfectly 1 pound of green beans. So we're going to put 2 pounds in here because we have another order. So we're going to put 2 pounds of Kenyan AA right smack there in the roaster. We'll put the chaff collector on the top. We'll bring down the ductwork. Our neighbors love us. They really do love the smell. Good for us, huh? And set your profile in the computer. And I'm going to press start in just a second. But first, I have to cook the other half of your coffee. So it's the Ethiopian Yirgacheffe. And again, the Ethiopian Yirgacheffe is where the original Arabica bean came from many, many, many years ago. And when the Romans invaded and took over Africa, they also found this cool thing called this coffee bean. And hence, when the Dutch got involved with the Romans, the Dutch actually started exporting the Ethiopian Yirgacheffe to all over the world. And they actually stole some of those green beans and actually planted them through other regions. Actually Kona has the basis, the DNA started right there in Ethiopia. So this is a really great bean. We love it. It's bean that we drink in the morning. So that's the Ethiopian Yirgacheffe. And as you can see, all our different origins from all over the world are down here in these tubs. And inside here are the burlap bags that we get right from the plantations. We just sit it right down in here so your coffee's nice and clean. It's always elevated. So we'll put this chaff collector on. Set it to your personal setting. We'll press start. Press start. Now, you can start seeing, just notice the level of your beans right here. It's about where it is. You notice where the level of the green bean is. The reason is that when I come back after they're roasted, you're going to see something really cool. These beans are actually going to take up the whole crowd. And why is that? Well, I'll tell you when we get back. I'll be seeing you in about 20 minutes.